It's that time of week again for the blog, John, and big week once again, and we just had the APG Sales at Melbourne, and it was a good result for our New South Wales breeders, Success Stud.
It certainly was. It's a great result for harness racing in Australia. $160,000 for a filly. It's a record amount, purchased by I think it's Bill and Mary Clues from South Australia. But what's really important for breeding here in New South Wales, Bill and Ann Anderson, they moved a good number of their mares to Success Stud, Mary and Jackie Gibson's property, and Success Stud this year celebrates 50 years. So everything's come together. Bill and Ann have moved their mares to New South Wales. Jackie and her team have done a marvellous job in preparing this filly. Yes, she was sold in Melbourne, but as usual, New South Wales will claim all the accolades or all accomplishments in this respect. But to Jackie, her father, John, the man in the big hat, he'd be certainly pleased with what they've accomplished in Melbourne last week.
Yeah, it's fantastic. All right, let's talk about from one Jackie to another. Jackie Ingham trained her first winner at Tamworth last week.
Yeah, without trying all the time. It's unfortunate Jackie has a minor injury to her hand and couldn't drive the horse. You Light My Fire, but yeah, great win for Jackie. And she was straight onto us, trying to assist with the ovarian cancer and the collection of owners headed up by Michael Brown. They will be donating to the ovarian cancer research teal pants promotion that we have at the moment. But hopefully the win for Jackie will be not too far away as a driver.
Okay, well, sticking with girl power, we have a new president.
A new president of the Breeders Association. Flora Robson has stepped into the breach whilst Darryl Kell and his lovely wife Lisa are having a little bit of time off, and Lisa's mother's not well, and we wish them all the best in what they're facing at the moment. But Flora, yes, she stepped up into the command position for the Breeders Association. She'll go on to High-Rick, of course, as well. And it's so great that we've got so many women, not only on the track, in the training, the driving, but in the administrative roles here in New South Wales, preparing those yearlings. It's fantastic.
Now, Flora, she's also part of the Trotters Association and owners as well.
What doesn't Flora do? But you are correct. She's also keeping the Trotters Association in fine form and moving it forward, along with Blake Fitzpatrick and Troy Williams. They're a good group, and if anyone ever says we don't need trotters in New South Wales, we certainly do, and Flora and the team are doing a great job there. Okay,
let's move on to the Bathurst Mini Trots.
Girl power again, you named it, Mini Trots. Carly Turnbull has just taken over from Monica Betts as the president of the Bathurst Mini Trots Association, so we have a good succession plan there. We've got a lot of children in the Bathurst district that want to be part of our great industry, and the way to the stepping stone is the Mini Trots. Dubbo has gone into a slight recess, the association there, but any parents out there with children around Dubbo, the other associations, and certainly the Dubbo Club, want to support those children whilst they build up numbers and they keep going forward. So the Mini Trots is part of our future and a part of our planning.
Yeah, well, the Bathurst Mini Trotters, they were out at Orange's TAB Carnival of Cups meeting on Sunday, and it was a good meeting for Emma Turnbull.
Emma Turnbull, well, if there were two invitation races. There was the one where the male and female drivers, Emma was first home in that, and then there was the other race, another race there on the program where the drivers needed to be female. They were nominated by the trainers, and Emma took the spoils in both and certainly showed the men how to drive, and that was to be at the line first. So congratulations, Emma.
Yeah, no, it was a great feat. Okay, let's talk about this new review panel into penalty guidelines. Yeah,
it's a panel. We've had our penalty guidelines in place for some while, and you must remember they're guidelines that they're reviewing, and guidelines are simply that. They're not tram lines. They can be, there's some discretion in those, but it's about time we reviewed it, and that panel met for the first time this morning. The two representatives from the UHRA, two representatives, of course, from High-Rick, and two representatives from the Integrity Division of Harness Racing New South Wales. They had, from what I'm told, a very fruitful meeting. They will meet again in a month. month. They'll consider what they discussed this morning and see where they come up with. And of course, that has a process to follow after that. It must be, the policy must be endorsed by the Board of Harness Racing New South Wales. But it's good to see whether the penalties are too stiff or not stiff enough, and whether there is a fairness from all sides, both the compliant officers and the people that may not be compliant, that we're getting across the line. It's penalty guidelines, I must say, and fines are not revenue raising situations. They are to try to keep that level playing field and keep people in check, that they don't transgress where they shouldn't transgress the rules.
Okay, all right. Well, I think we've only got one more thing to talk about, I think, anyway, for this CEO's blog, and that's the Sky Racing Carnival of Miracles, which kicks off this Saturday night.
Yeah, with the Cordina Chicken Farms Chariots of Fire, it's a great race. Yes, we don't have too many interstate or international representatives this year, but it's one hell of a race that's very even across the barrier draw and across the field. So it kicks off this week, and then following week when we have the sprints, and finally the Miracle Mile on the 24th of February. So if you can't be at Tabcorp Park Menangle, it's the Sky Racing Carnival of Miracles. Watch it on Sky Channel. But certainly it's the pinnacle carnival in New South Wales.
Yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to it. Is that it for this week, John?
That's a fair bit. There's always something happening, but we'll be back next week to talk about a few other items.
Okay, look forward to it.
Thanks, Amanda.